Less than 50 days are remaining for the UPSC Prelims 2026, and now one thing which is going to decide your selection is your smart revision strategy. Guys, let me tell you, most aspirants who prepare throughout the year but are unable to crack the prelims examination is because they do not have a concrete strategy, a smart strategy for the last 1 month. Guys, today I'm going to give you the smartest strategy for geography revision. Guys, if you see, last couple of years geography has emerged as a very important subject. Approximately 15 questions are coming from geography, and if you follow this smart strategy you can easily solve 10 out of 15 questions. I'm going to give you exact proof from the PYQs how, if you follow my strategy, you will be able to solve exactly 10 questions. And not only that, you will be able to save a lot of time, because guys, in geography you see there are a lot of sources, and if you start revising everything you will end up not completing your revision in the last 1 month. So guys, for people who are watching me for the first time, my name is Santosh Pandey. I have the unique distinction of cracking the UPSC prelims examination 6 out of 6 times. This is a record, guys. You can see my scores. I have the distinction of scoring very high marks in the prelims examination, approximately 30 to 40 marks more than the cutoff. And you can get my guidance. This is my Telegram channel. If you want to connect with me, do join my Telegram channel. So first of all, what we have to understand, the main challenge in geography is the kind of sources we need to revise. Guys, you can see the number of books which we have to cover for geography. Just count, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So is it possible for you to read all these books in the last 30 days? Is it possible for you to revise all these sources in the last 30 days? Obviously not. If you start reading everything for the geography in the last 30 days, where is the time to revise other subjects? Now you have to revise each and every subject. You have to revise polity, you have to revise economy, you have to revise geography, you have to revise environment, you have to revise science and tech, IR schemes, everything. So you do not have the time to read all these books. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give you only one source which you need to prepare for the UPSC prelims examination 2026 in the last 50 days. Guys, first of all, we have to understand the type of questions which are coming in the geography. Guys, I have divided the PYQs of geography into three categories. First is purely conceptual physical geography questions, second is map based questions, and third is economic geography questions. Guys, purely physical geography questions, you get questions from geomorphology, you get questions from climatology, you get questions from oceanography. Okay, but if you analyze the last couple of years of UPSC prelims paper, you will see that most of the questions are coming from climatology. Okay, this is the most important stuff. Okay, so if you want to focus in physical geography one theme out of these themes, you need to focus on climatology. I'm going to give you exact proof, and also I'm going to give you exact source from where UPSC is picking, and I'm going to give you a smart hack. If you prepare like this, you will be able to solve all questions from the physical geography. It is my surety, guys. Next thing what you need to prepare is map based questions. In map based question, there are two kinds of question. One is India map question, other is world map question. I'll just show what kind of questions and what are the sources which you can refer for revising the map based question. Last, for economic geography, guys, there are two types of question. One is the agriculture based question, and another is the mineral resource based question. Okay, I'll show you where you can get this source from where you have to revise. Okay, so let's start. So you can see the questions. You can see this is a physical geography question, this is a economic geography question, and this is the map based question. In map based question, you have the world map questions, and you also have the India map questions. In economic geography, you have agriculture based question, you have mineral resources based question, and physical geography, you can see questions from climatology are there. Okay, now I'm going to give you a hack for physical geography first, and then I'll be giving you for economic geography, and then for the mapping. Please continue this video till the end if you really want to score 10 out of 15 questions. Easily 10 questions you can solve. Okay, so guys, you can see here. Okay, you can see this. Okay, see this thing, guys. Question number 62. This is a 2023 UPSC question. Okay, with a reference to Earth atmosphere, which of the following statement is correct? Okay, you can see here directly this question has been picked from NCERT. Directly this question has been picked from NCERT. You can see here that UPSC has been asking questions directly from the NCERT. This is the physical geography, fundamentals of physical geography, NCERT book. Okay, I'll show you more. Okay, I'll show you more and then I'll show you how to prepare this. Okay, so what I have done is that I have done a source analysis of all the physical geography question which has come in the last 5 years, and one thing I have come to the conclusion that most of the questions are directly picked from the physical geography fundamentals of physical geography NCERT book. You can see this question: thickness of troposphere at equator. You can see here thickness of troposphere at equator. Exactly this question was picked from the NCERT. Okay, now you see another question which came next year. Okay, you can see this question, guys. Again, you can see the question on dust particles. You can see directly from this very same page. Previously they have asked from this, and next year they have asked from this. Exactly word to word they are asking questions from the NCERT. So what we have to do is that, suppose first thing what we have to do is that first we have to trace all the physical geography question sources. Okay, so what you can do is that you can also do it if you are part of my prelims test batch. I have already done this, but you can also do it. Let me explain you how you can do it. First, download this NCERT book. Okay, download this NCERT book, and then you open the last 5 years PYQs and go to physical geography questions of geography, and then for every question you look the source for the NCERT. Okay, look for the source of NCERT. Then what you do is that, okay, if suppose you get, okay, questions I have come from this place. Okay, questions have come from this place. Questions have come from solar radiation. Then what you do, read, okay, read the page, okay, carefully, because the next question will be from the same page but different aspect. Let me just show you. Okay, so they have already asked question on the insolation, they have asked question on the radiation, okay, solar radiation. Now what they can ask, you can see here, you can see the total amount of insolation received at the equator is roughly 10 times that of poles. You can see here it's clearly written, the insolation received at the surface varies from 320 watt, okay, square meter in the tropics to about 70 watt square meters in the poles. You can see it is not 10 times. Okay, it is not a 10 times. Exactly this question has been framed here. Okay, exactly this question has been framed here. It is not 10 times. Okay, my point is that UPSC is asking questions directly from the NCERT. So next time what they can ask you, they have asked you this. Next time they can ask you, you can see here, maximum insolation is received over the subtropical desert where the cloudiness is the least. Equator receives comparatively less insolation than the tropics. So they can frame a statement wise question. Okay, you can, they assertion reason question they can frame. They will write like this, that maximum, okay, maximum insolation is not received in equator, but in the subtropics, but in the subtropical desert. Why? And the reason is what? The reason is, you can see here, where cloudiness is the least. Okay, cloudiness is the least in the subtropics, but in the tropical region you have cloudiness. That is the reason, guys. Okay, subtropical desert has the highest insolation. So that kind of questions can be framed. Okay, so first thing what we have to do is that we have to go to the PYQs, we have to trace the source, and once we get the source, then we have to see from the same page, not even the chapter, I'm talking about the same page. Try to prepare those other concepts where questions can come. If you are part of my prelims test batch, I am already framing questions on all these pages. Why I am framing questions from the same page? Because I have proof in front of you. You can see this question. First they have asked question from here, structure of atmosphere. Next year, this is 2024 or this is 2023, and next year itself they have asked question on, you can see, dust particles. Same page they are asking question two times. Okay, consecutively, first they have asked this, next they have asked this. So what we can do, minimum thing, okay, because see, now we do not have the time to read each and every book, each and every chapter, each and every page. We do not have the time. We want to revise important stuff. How can we revise important stuff? First of all, we have to decide what is important. How do we get what is important? We get it through the PYQs. What we do is that we open the PYQs of physical geography, and then we open the book Fundamentals of Physical Geography. We trace each and every question to the pages from where the question setters have framed question, and at least that page we will read properly what are the possible questions from that same page, that same concept, because UPSC is focusing these concepts, so these concepts becomes very important. So one thing I would like to tell every one of you is that if you want to read one book for geography, if you want to read one book for geography, that has to be this book, Fundamentals of Physical Geography book. Do not read these books and the like this juncture of your exam, because now is not the time to read all these books, although there may be some questions may be from these books. Okay, one question out of 15 question, one question you can get from these books also, but can you afford to read all these books just for the one question? No. See, our target is clear. Out of 15 questions, we have to solve only 10 questions. Okay. Guys, remember this, that to crack the prelims examination, you need to solve only 50 questions correctly out of 100 questions. You will be clearing prelims. If you see, the cutoff in the recent years has not been very great. Okay. The cutoff is somewhere around 90s, 95. Okay. So if you solve 50 questions correctly, I'm talking about net correct. Okay. So obviously you have to attempt okay more than 80 marks, because some questions will get wrong also, but the point is that for cracking the prelims examination, you need not solve each and every question. You need to solve optimum number of questions, and in geography 10 out of 15 is optimum number. Okay, so this is one book which can help you cover the entire geography, physical geography questions which are coming in the prelims examination. And not, you don't need to read each and every aspect of this book. You need to just trace these PYQs and read only those chapters and those pages from where UPSC has asked questions. If you are part of my prelims test series, again I'm saying that I am framing questions on these. If you have gone through our NCRT test, I have already framed questions on this. You can see this question again. Okay, the geomorphology question, you can see directly taken from the NCRT. So obviously next time they can ask you about okay convectional current theory or ocean floor, they can ask you this. Okay, once they have asked this, they can ask you this also. Okay, so that is the next probable question of the UPSC prelims. Okay, so what you can do is that if you do not have the time to solve all these NCRT tests, then what you can do, you can solve this test, physical geography world. Okay, here I have covered this book entirely, each and every concept, each and every page, each and every chapter I have covered in detail. If you solve this 100 question in our Lakshya prelims test series, these are the static test. Okay, you will be able to solve each and every question which will come in the prelims examination. Why I'm saying this, because I have solved I have framed first I have solved the PYQs, I have traced the PYQs through the pages, and from that pages I have solved other questions. Okay, that is why I'm very confident. And in the previous years we have seen questions coming from the Lakshya NCRT static test, because UPSC is also framing question directly from the NCRT, and we have framed questions from each and every page of the NCRT. So this 100 question, if you solve, if you revise these 100 questions, your entire NCRT book of fundamentals of physical geography will be covered. Okay, this is the smartest way. Now let us proceed for the second thing. So before we proceed to the economic geography and the mapping question, guys, this is the revision schedule which I have released for helping my prelims test batch student. You can see the revision starts from 15th of April. Okay, I'll be giving you my Optima flashcards. Guys, Optima flashcards, a lot of questions have come from Optima flashcards in the previous years. If you are following my channel, you must be knowing that I release the most important, the most predicted topics before 1 month of the prelims examination, and I help you revise also. These are the dates where I'll be releasing these Optima cards, and I will be taking a brief session also on them, so that you are able to focus on things which are very very important. So please 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 take okay this thing and make use of this in the last 1 month. It will be really helpful. This is the number, you can call this number if you are not part of our test series and if you want access to these flashcards. Okay, so this is the number. Okay, now let us go. So for economic geography, guys, we see questions from agriculture, then we see questions from again agriculture and the resources. Questions on resources are very common. Questions on resources are very common. You can see question on okay ilmenite rutile. What is this coastal mineral sands? Okay, now you can see this cobalt. Okay, critical minerals are very important. Last year there was a question on rare earths. Okay, rare earth critical minerals. So UPSC is asking questions on either the mineral resources or the agriculture. So here what we have to do is that if you analyze properly the questions which are coming on mineral resources, they are current oriented. Okay, last year also, you see, if you have gone through the 2025 paper, questions have come on rare earth. Okay, and questions have come on critical minerals. Okay, they are not asking questions on like common mineral resources like iron ore and all that. They are not asking. They are asking questions on the new minerals, the critical minerals, because these are the important ones. So here also I see questions coming mostly from the current affairs. They may ask, okay, they may ask you about traditional resources also, like crude, because this year crude is important. Okay, crude is very important this year. They can ask you that also. Okay, so that is also what current oriented, because crude is in news, that's why they will ask crude. Okay, coal is in news, that's why they will ask coal. But now they are not going, okay, static oriented mines, minerals, they're not asking, they're asking current oriented questions. You can see the proof is in front of you, and you can see the 2025 paper also. As far as agriculture is concerned, yes, they are asking traditional based questions. You can see they have asked tea question, they have asked pulses question. So this you have to read from the NCRT. Which book of NCRT? The Indian Economic Geography, Indian Economic Geography, class 12th book, and that too agriculture chapter only you need to read. Okay, that is one chapter you need to read. This is very, very important. Crops questions are directly coming from the NCRTs. Please do read one chapter only. I'm telling, apart from the physical geography book, okay, from the economic geography, only one chapter, that to Indian economic geography, that to crops, not minerals. Why minerals not? Because these are current oriented questions. Okay, you can see this is the book I was talking about. Read this book. Okay, particularly the agriculture part of this is very, very important. Very, very important. Definitely every year one question is coming from agriculture. Okay, okay. Next, no need to read this book. If you want, okay, the same agriculture chapter you can read from here also. Okay, now, guys, as I told you, okay, for economic geography also, rather than reading the entire book, what you can do is that go to this test. Take this test, okay, economic geography test. These are very, very important tests. If you take these two tests, this is economic geography world, this is economic geography India. Okay, if you take these two tests, your entire geography concepts will be revised as far as economic geography is concerned. As I am telling you guys, economic geography questions will be mostly current affairs. Current affairs questions, I'll be giving you my Optima cards. But if you want to solve the basics, do not read the entire book, just go and solve this question. You can see here 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay, 400 questions. Plus, if you are interested in reading the GC Leong, so do not read the GC Leong, you can take this GC Leong test. You can take this GC Leong test. This is GC Leong test. Advanced test is a GC Leong test. You can take this test also. You'll be revising the entire GC Leong. Now, last is the geography map. In geography map, we have questions from Indian geography map and world geography map. So Indian geography map, guys, directly they are asking questions from the physical geography NCRT book. You have to read two chapters. One is the Indian physical features and Indian drainage. Okay, these are the two chapters you need to focus, particularly drainage. A lot of questions are coming from drainage. Every year one question is coming from drainage. Directly they are asking questions from NCRT. So do read two chapters. One is the physical geography, other is the drainage. Today, like in 2026 prelims examination, there are physical features like Aravallis, Western Ghats. These are in news. You may expect a question on that. Even the islands are also in news. Okay, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, you can expect a question on that. As far as drainage is concerned, they can ask you any river, particularly given in this chapter. Please go through this book. This is really very, very important. Okay, so these are the two books where drainage is given. Okay, no need to read this. You can directly stick to this chapter. Okay, you can directly stick to this chapter. Okay, so this is how we basically do it. And one more thing, guys, for geography, since map based questions, sometimes maps are getting repeated, so you can go through my PYQ lectures also of geography. I have taken around of 24 lectures of geography. You can see this proof here. Okay, you can go and you can watch these PYQ lectures. These PYQ lectures are really very, 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 very important. All the types of questions where of geography in the last 25 years I have discussed. I have also discussed questions coming in the CDS, CAPF, and geoscientist questions. So this is really very, very useful. This can help you prepare the uh, PYQ themes which are getting repeated. So this is also very, very important. So this is how you can do. This is what you can do for the prelims examination. Okay. So again, will repeat that this is the revision schedule. We can use it. Use my Optima cards. If you want to know about Optima cards, contact this number. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Take care.